Hey y'all, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. Last week when there was a full moon, I was asked to put together a tea for somebody that was reddish, orangish, yellow and call it the full moon tea. So I sat down and put some stuff together and this is what I came up with for the full moon tea. We are going to start with the cinnamon tea. And I'm going to do the layers of this tea a little bit differently, you'll notice. So I can't find my Herbalife spoon at the moment. So we are going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of the cinnamon tea. And then I'm also going to do some NRG tea. And right here is the NRG tea. And we're going to use this and just do 2 full scoops, which is 1/2 teaspoon of the NRG tea. And then I'm going to add some probiotics to this tea because this is the first tea I was drinking of the day. And I always have my probiotics once a day. So I'm going to go ahead and just add it into this tea. You can add it into cold teas, hot teas, however you want to have it. It's totally up to you, but it's definitely good for your digestive system and keeps you regular. So, and then the aloe that we're going to use for this is the Cranberry Aloe. And this is 1/2 tablespoon measure. So I'm going to do this twice because I always put 1 full tablespoon of the aloe in my teas. And then we're going to do some of the cherry beverage enhancer. Guys, my cherry is getting so low and Herbalife is still back ordered. I check every day, but it is still out of stock. It's so frustrating. But for this one, we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon. So hopefully they come back into stock soon because I don't really like to use the store-bought flavors just because aspartame burns my throat and it's really hard to find store-bought drink mixes that don't have aspartame in them. So once we have this done, this is the base layer of our tea. I'm going to froth this all together so the product gets blended. And now we are going to move on to the other layers of this tea. Now that we have that done, I'm going to fill my cup up to the top with crushed ice. This will help your layers separate a little bit better. You'll notice it kind of foams up the sides, which will look really cool with the layers that we're going to pour over it. So alrighty, now we will move on. I'm going to pour just a little bit of water over the ice so that it separates these layers a little bit. And then I'm going to add the straw really quickly just because this ice is going to start sticking together. So 1 second. Got it. Okay. It takes a second to get the straw in there. So ice was all stuck together. But now that we have that in there, we're going to go ahead and just tap it down a little bit so the layer settles at the bottom. And we're going to build our next layer. This is just a little bit of warm water inside of another cup. And we're going to do a pineapple liftoff. Nice thing about these 2 new liftoff flavors is they're already pre-crushed. They dissolve super quick, and this pineapple one gives such a pretty yellow color. So, and then this is the pineapple beverage enhancer. Just because the pineapple push liftoff, it's a little bit of a lighter flavor. So we're going to add just 1/4 teaspoon of the Herbalife pineapple. Again, these are flavors you can get from your coach. If you don't have a coach, like if you're not with Herbalife yet, all my information is linked in my description. You can reach out to me and I'll get you some information on how you can also get these awesome products. And now we're going to just finish this last layer here. I'm going to froth it together just for a second. That way the product gets all mixed. See the yellow, the awesome yellow that you get from that pineapple push lift off? I love it. And now I'm just going to take this layer and I'm going to pour it. And this is not my last layer. So I'm going to pour just a little bit of water. And then now we are going to build our last layer. And if you see the way these layers come together and the way these colors work, it looks like a full moon. When the moon is up and it's full and all the colors are like swirled together. That's how I looked at this tea. So now we're going to add some orange beverage enhancer. And this is Herbalife Beverage Enhancer. We're going to use another this is a fourth of a teaspoon measuring spoon. And we're just going to put this right into the cup. And it's a little bit of an oversized fourth of a teaspoon. I don't think that we need a full half because I don't want the tea to be over flavored. So now that layers together, add just a little bit more water to the cup. And we're going to pour the orange over the top. And then once that's done, we're going to go ahead and just add a little bit more water so that the tea is filled to the top. Again, this is the full moon tea. Let me know what you guys think of it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.